now the recording is live. I'd also like to mention, Mr. B, I totally forgot to give you that thumbstick.
The what?
The thumbstick. I was going to give you a thumbstick so you could give me the first episode, and I forgot to do that.
Yeah.
When we were going to church, I just was so... I was really out of it, and I knew when we got to the car, I'm like, never mind. I just want to drink my coffee.
All I want to do is drink coffee all day long.
Mr. B,
Yep.
when are you posting the first episode?
In 10,000 million years.
Sorry, Nick, what was that?
So when will you start posting these episodes?
I feel like I have to edit them, and that just like
Never gonna happen.
makes me feel weak in the knees. So I might give them all to DK, and he can edit them, and then we'll post them.
Yeah, I plan on doing mine like unedited and uncut, just like from the DM's perspective. That's what I planned for my series, and then I guess Mr. B will have the more edited and presentable ones, right?
Maybe. Unless I don't.
We both know that the unedited versions are the best.
Not always. Not always. So I guess we should get into our more intimate scene. To rehash what happened last time on Dragon Ball Z, Rampage has found Billy the Elf! And the team successfully made it into the room with Billy, who is, I believe, locked up behind something. You also discovered that one of the orcs helped y'all and said something to Nick about not searching a room, so Nick's character decided not to search that room. Does that sound about right?
That's right.
What room
Nick
was
decided
he
he
not
wasn't
supposed
even
to
going-
search?
I wasn't supposed to search a room because it would reveal that character, and I just decided, no, I won't do it.
Also, I believe Mr. B activated a contraption that activated a unexpected trap that took out a whole bunch of people. Because Mr. B is also.
I think we were meant to not see the lever, charge in.
15,000 experience points for that.
And
So I think what was meant to happen is we're meant to charge in, kill the monsters.
then
And then
Mr.
another person comes in and flips the lever and kills us all. And I did something.
Or maybe that's just the room that the enemy put all of its least favorite guards in.
Could be.
They're slacking off again! Flip the switch! No! Also, Nick was very stealthy after you left, Dan.
Yeah.
He started doing really good on stealth checks, and he started emptying rooms very quickly.
I also got a...
nice.
Him and the Hobbit
Nick
were
got
just...
a bunch of natural 20s, and I got one natural 20 the one time that I did stealth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, just they were all being stealth geniuses and coming in and just taking out guards, because I didn't have any of the other guards looking at the doors. So they just, like, slept. They came in and just, like, went in all stealth.
Yeah. What we found out after you left was that I was actually really good at stealth.
It's good to know.
And also, Mr. B acquired a 1/6 of a runestone. Am I correct with that one, Mr. B?
That's correct.
Okay.
So we collected...
So we should look for the rest of it?
The rest
We
of
will
them
never
are in
find
this
the rest
dungeon.
of them.
We have an entire
The rest
rune
of them
stone.
have all of them been claimed by the evil orc that was helping us.
That was my thing. Is that like y'all went for the main objective and ignored the rest of the dungeon where the rest of the runestones were. That was the joke I made with Nick. All right.
No, but we can totally go back.
So, guys, let us roll for initiative.
Initiative.
Because I know y'all love rolling for... Nick just went off the board.
I was
got sucked
attempting
into
to
the 12th
select my
dimension.
character and ended up moving him instead.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
See, I find it funny that Dan rolls for initiative, he doesn't get added to the turn order. But by golly...
But do you know you know why? Because you have to physically select your character and then roll for initiative.
It's okay, I can do it manually.
I got a 21.
Trying to remember which one's Dan. click, add turn. There's Dan. And he had 20. I find it funny that
So what do you
Rampage
have
got
to do
21.
to get it add automatically?
Oh, click
Select
on
your
your...
character.
And then go over to roll for initiative.
Gotcha. Oh, hang on.
Ow.
But you have to make sure that I actually like have the turn order up or it just won't work.
Alright, hang on. Don't take that 11. I rolled that. Okay, so select the character. Initiative.
That's how you do it. Y'all are amazing.
Hey, Mr. B, you still got the same thing.
Yeah. Just got there a little different.
You just really, really like that one, that's all. It's really simple.
The 15 is not your favorite number.
That's okay. I don't think that Arceus will do... Okay, maybe he did. There you go. And then I guess Beergle. Oh, I should probably select Beergle, huh?
So I think we're gonna be able to win this fight, considering there's only one monster.
So that we can
So
see.
far.
Oh, no. Rampage, there's a lot of monsters in the room. You just can't see them.
I know.
You remember, we can't even see half the room yet.
Oh, Beergle gets to go
Yeah.
first. That's amazing.
We can.
Yeah,
And we can.
the elves.
Yeah.
It's that night
elf
vision.
magic.
It helps.
Yeah, it helps
magic.
a lot.
What really surprised me about Arceus, he only has initiative of 1.
DK, shouldn't we be level 3?
After the encounter.
We don't get XP until after the dungeon.
Okay.
When we go back and have time to rest and study and look
Yes.
over the choices
Yes.
we've made.
Yes.
Do some push-ups and whatnot.
Eat some
That or
breakfast.
before a big adventure.
We've been rolling a lot of initiative.
We'll have to roll for...
There's a lot of monsters.
I'm not gonna roll for... I'm just gonna roll for 2 of... I'm gonna roll for 3 of them, and then I'm gonna stop.
Clever!
Just so, because there's, like, just to make sure this doesn't get ridiculous.
But we want it to be ridiculous.
Yes.
No. For everyone's sensibility, we won't. Yeah. Alright. Cool. Alright, so... that works. So what I'm going to do is the goblins are going to be split up between turn 1 and turn 2 for the orcs.
You took the turn.
And all the
order away.
hobgoblins will go at the same time.
Where did the turn order go?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my fault. Let me bring it back up. There we go. It's back. It came back. It's good. So I think that
Life
means
is good.
Beergle has to go first, right?
Mm-hmm.
He
Yep.
is... Oh, why does everyone have... Oh, these... Nick and Beergle are in stealth, and they're not in stealth anymore because Nick activated the alarm. So, instead, they're no longer stealth, but very much being paid attention to. Okay,
We're coming
so
to
Beergle
get
is
you.
going to move over here, and that's it for his turn. Rampage, it's your turn. Actually, no, Rampage, you need to roll a let's see.
He is already distracted.
Yeah, he's distracted, so we're gonna have to see if he gets undistracted. So let us go with a willpower check. Actually, a willpower save. Wisdom save. Wisdom save.
A wisdom?
I'm sorry, willpower is a different game.
Dark Heresy DK.
I know, but I swore Dungeons & Dragons had willpower as well, but I'm wrong. That, I'm gonna say...
okay.
No.
I escaped!
No, your eyes are now like you're just staring at Billy. You have maybe some.
What kind of shape is Billy in? Like, has he been pretty badly abused? Is he malnourished?
He does seem like he's been here a while. He's very dirty. You can actually see there's like dirt all over his face. It does not seem like he. It seems that he's been fed, but not well fed, and he has generally not had access to any kind of bathing. He's a little extra
probably
stinky.
Smells pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his outfit is more dirt than linen now. You know.
Yeah.
So, you can definitely
He's standing downwind of me on the walk home.
You can definitely tell Billy,
But the thing
Billy
is,
has
you are so happy to see him. Your eyes are like raining. But elves don't cry, so it must be just some like moisture coming from your eyes.
Onions.
Onions, yeah.
onion rings.
Onion rings, yes.
Are
And,
they
and now, and here's something, Rampage. Are you eating?
No.
I was just gonna check to see if you're eating pizza rolls. Okay.
I mean, I would like to.
Well, you still have some pizza rolls in that little package you had.
Yep.
Do you want to
I do.
unfold
Might be
it and
able
eat
to
some
feed 'em.
pizza rolls?
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unroll a pizza roll and give it to Billy.
Okay, so you're gonna unroll your pizza rolls and hand him one.
No, not unroll it. I'm gonna grab one and I'm gonna give it to Billy.
Okay, you give one to Billy, and he kind of drops to his knees, and he's like, "Food!" With that said, Dan, it is your turn.
Okay, well, these goblins seem to be just out of my normal reach, so I am going to charge him, shield first.
All right.
Gonna run straight at him.
How far of a
And-
run is that?
Well, I mean, I would be able to go up to 60, but he's 40. So I should be able to reach him and hopefully knock him down or something. Usually it's
my.
a strength check. I don't know that my strength is sufficient for the task,
When I
but at
was-
least I should be able to
I
get to him.
apologize. The reason I asked Dan is when I zoomed out, the numbers were different.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
that
no.
threw me off. It seemed like you were talking about like 500 feet, and I'm like, what? Wait a minute, that's not
So-
like 600 feet away. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm going to try to hit him with my shield and knock him down.
All right,
Hello.
what checks do we need to roll for?
Usually it's a strength check, mine against his.
Does he use his strength saving throw?
Might
we-
be.
I mean, because he doesn't have a
been a
strength
while.
savings throw, so this should go really well
Just
for you.
a strength check then.
Okay.
My strength versus his. If his is higher, then I'm at disadvantage. If mine is higher, then I knock him over.
Yay! Knock him over. Knock him
I
over.
think he failed. He's knocked over.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He rolled a natural.
He had one. Unnatural. One.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put a little net icon on him, just for you. And Dan, can you roll me a 1d4?
A 1d4. A 1.
Okay, 2. Where were you before you started your charge?
Right back. Where's the? Right back here.
All right.
He was standing directly next to Mr. B.
Yeah.
I was 40 yards away from him.
Here.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm gonna turn him around to show how just disadvantaged he is. All right. He actually went into the wall. So I'm gonna roll a quick 1d4 of my own, and he took 3
He rolled a
damage.
tree.
So
Take that, fiend imprisoning an elf. How dare he?
all right.
Nah, Just elves.
And then I hear this, and even though it isn't my turn, I turn around and I
These are out of
charge my
character
bow.
Rampage, these are out of character comments. Stop wasting time. Silly.
Up. It looks.
Oh,
it looks
there's
like
some
you,
of those goblins.
It looks like you have some friends.
Oh, yes, indeed I do. Come along, little
The
friends.
other half will move next goblin turn.
Mhm.
What do you mean other
I believe
half?
2 of them are going to attack you, though. Oh no, there's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 2 more that you haven't seen.
No, there's only 4. They already died.
For that though, 2 of them are going to attempt to hit you.
That's not very nice.
They're not very nice people. It's okay. I'm used to it.
Yeah, they're not very nice. One is going to attempt to hit you with its spear, and the other one's going to try to do the same thing. Does 12 or 14 go through your armor?
No, it does not.
Okay, then they failed. So that's it for them. The third one is well out of range. And I don't really bother checking to see how far a spear goes. If this was y'all, then, I'd be like, maybe I'd actually check. But not for them. They don't deserve that. Right? Alright.
They're orcs.
It is
They're more likely to
Arceus'
stab each
turn.
other in the back.
Okay, Arceus has made his move. Doctor, your turn.
Okay,
Make sure to get your sonic screwdriver ready.
no.
Maybe have some toys in that blue box of yours.
I command my dog, to attack that dude right there.
Okay, roll for it.
So I have to roll. I need to make a character sheet for him.
Yeah,
No.
probably will.
Oh,
Oh,
so he would have hit. Let me just read you the rules here real quick.
He did 4 damage.
No, he didn't. He didn't get through the armor.
Yeah, the Meow Goblins have 14 armor.
Yeah, so he did.
Oh,
Can
because
an
they have
orc
14
carry
armor.
a dogfight?
What's up?
So he's +3 to hit, so he's at 7. So he didn't get through. But if the target is a medium or small creature, it must succeed a DC 11 strength saving throw or having a disadvantage on the next attack. So basically, he's pouncing on him.
Okay. I don't remember the size of these. I do know that they're smaller than the big orcs.
So
So
are
They
they
should be
human?
medium or smaller then.
Are they
medium is
human
human-sized.
Are they bigger
That
than humans?
I'm checking real quick.
Dang.
Hey, there's a hobgoblin. There's a hobgoblin.
He needs to quit being distracted.
Dan,
Uh-huh.
would you prefer physical support or bow support?
Go for bow support.
Okay.
No. Don't go for bow support. Don't.
That's a really big bow in a very small place.
Yeah, don't go for
The
bow
Hobbit,
support.
I'm sure, and Arceus are going to be going for the physical. They're close range, so...
Well, Arceus is also the healer, but he has the hit points. I think he might attempt to tank a little bit.
But either way, there'll be 3 of us in melee. We might as well have 2 people ranged.
Yes, but the thing is that 3 of you are in melee.
Yeah,
Shoot around you.
That's the problem. I mean, he
Yeah.
only has a big bow.
It's a question of whether I shoot one arrow and then take an entire turn to switch to my sword.
Okay, the hobgoblins are considered medium humanoids. And let's go for the... I'm trying to find my little Misty Mountain ones. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, good news, Mr. B. Misty Mountains are considered small.
So DC 11, strength saving throw.
Alright. At least now we know. We have that confirmed. I should probably make sure that's on the character.
So they're hobbit-sized.
Well, they're considered goblins.
Well, yes, but they're size of a hobbit.
Yeah.
What is the size of an elf?
Medium.
Medium?
Normal medium.
Okay, so what saving throw do I need to throw? I'm sorry.
Strength. Go for 11.
Okay, well, let us not use the hobgoblin's one. He might actually have a chance at that.
That's whichever one I attack.
Oh. Okay.
Pouncing on that one dude right there.
By the way,
Makes it.
Yeah.
He's not disadvantaged.
so it would be a 12.
Yep. So he's just not disadvantaged.
What did your dog rolled? What did your dog rolled a 7, so he had to beat that.
Yeah, no, he didn't hit him.
Okay. Okay, let's move on to... Oh, what else do you want to do with your turn? Doctor, is there anything else you want to do on your turn before you end it? You want to move?
As far as I understand, that is my command.
Okay.
My turn is consumed by doing that.
Alright, so now it is the other hobgoblin's turn. I mean, goblins. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Actually, no, it would
30.
be the hobgoblin's turn.
No, they get to go next.
No,
5, 10, 20, 25,
we've
30.
decided to ignore that that's a 12. Not for the orcs.
And now, the goblins are the meow. I'm calling them the meow goblins. That's what their character sheet's called. I know that's not what they're called.
Meow goblins! Meow on them!
They're gonna try to hit Arceus with a 2. Actually, they're just gonna try to hit him with a sword. And 15. Okay, that does actually hurt Arceus. He only has 11 armor.
11?
Take out the man flesh! So he loses 4 hit points. 2, 3, 4. So
Okay, I have a question.
What?
What are these noises?
What? What noises?
Noises that you made.
The orc?
Man flesh? It's the orcs talking.
That voice, though.
What voice? That's the orc going, man flesh! Alright? I think that was the only goblin that was in range of doing anything, so now, hobgoblins, turn 1. 40, 45, 50. And as we all know, hobgoblins, if they can see you, which is 60 feet, they get to move twice for free.
Hey!
Oh, sorry. You should have done sword and shield.
Well, I hadn't chosen.
I always assume Nick has his shield out unless he tells me otherwise. I always assume that you, Dan, have your shield out unless you tell me otherwise.
Yes.
Especially since you guys are barging into rooms. I would
Yeah.
assume
Actually, Dan wasn't with us when we were barging in rooms.
Yes, but I just assumed that because they have a shield, they would pull it out naturally, unless they tell me otherwise.
Uh-huh.
It's called giving your players the benefit of the doubt. I'm not really a big rules stickler unless it makes sense. Okay. By the way, Nick and Arceus are being targeted by the hobgoblins.
Hooray!
Are you ready, Nick?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's see if they hit me.
So the one that's at your side is going to attempt a. He's going to attempt. I'm just going to put him at. Oh, he's not really at disadvantage, is he? I'm just going to put on normal. That's what it is right now. I'm going to use his multi-attack to attempt to hit you.
So I have the attentive because the disease if he hits me. That is not enough.
So, he rolled a 15, Nick. How does that make you feel?
That's not enough.
That's not enough.
It
Okay.
makes me happy. He needs a 16.
Alright.
Hooray!
So, the other one is also going to attempt a multi-attack. And that definitely goes through Arceus's. He takes 14 damage.
What?
Arceus should, yeah. Okay.
Mr. B, do you still have that heal, by the way?
Yeah, I got one left.
Okay. You may want to use it on either.
Okay, this has to be 2B.
What I may do is go smack that rampaging elf.
Actually, that would probably do the most good.
You probably should have done that instead of sending your dog out.
That's okay. Maybe he'll
That's
make
okay,
his willpower
Nick.
save. Maybe.
It's your turn. Also,
I have a-
Arceus is now poisoned.
I have
Unless he
feeling
makes
maybe-
Can you turn me to face the hobgoblin?
Hold on. I actually need to look what save Arceus is going to have to attempt.
It's a Constitution save.
Oh, it's a Constitution save? I'm going to assume it's because you've had to do it before.
Yeah.
What did you have to roll for that?
What did I have to roll for that?
higher than that.
Poison.
I don't know.
That's not
Some are
poison.
10, 11, 12. Really hard poisons are like 15 or 18. But
But yeah, it was definitely higher than that.
Oh, yeah,
No,
13.
no,
He has
no.
to roll a 13. Alright, well, that means he is now also poisoned.
That's okay. We can take care of that. So, does Billy get an initiation turn in here?
Billy the elf, who is trapped
Billy
behind
the
us.
elf.
He's stuck in a saddle.
I just want to make sure he's higher than 5, or even higher than 20 the next turn, so he can use his turn to say, Rampage, so nice to see you. Fight!
Anyway, Nick, yeah, it is your turn, and you said you wanted to face the hobgoblin?
Yes, yes. Face me towards the hobgoblin.
Food.
I mean, Billy is eating a pizza roll.
He's like
You can-
distracted himself. Yeah.
Drive me closer. I want to hit them with my sword.
Drive them closer. So to understand that picture, I want you to imagine someone inside of a tank in the commander slot, and they're ordering the tank to drive closer so they can hit the enemy with their sword.
I've seen that picture.
Right.
Okay, so what are you doing, Nick?
I don't think that hits the hobgoblin, because I think they have an own class of trouble.
Yeah, they do.
I didn't. Oh, Nick,
He
are
rolled
you?
a sword.
Oh, okay. I think you just wasted your time. Just saying.
Yeah. And that's what I
Yeah,
think,
you were off by 1.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was telling you a minute ago.
Well, I'm sorry. You became really echoey.
I can't help that.
It's alright, I understand. So the hobgoblin just slightly jibs out of the way by like an inch, and your sword falls short. And now the Hobgoblin is in a humored state.
I mean, he didn't hit me either.
So I'm going to put him in a humored state. He's in a humored state.
What are those?
DK, will that improve persuasion rolls against him?
Maybe. It is now Biragul's turn.
What will he do?
He will attack.
Biragul's a little concerned about, a Hobgoblin and an
Arceus.
Orc hitting Arceus.
Yeah.
So he rushes for the Hobgoblin and kills him in one hit.
Slice and dice.
I don't think even he's that strong.
No, he kills him in one hit.
Slice
I think
and
that
dice.
went over. I think that went through the armor.
I think. In fact, I think it went so through the armor, and it did 200,000 attack damage.
No, Rampage just not. Not how it works.
Okay, he did.
100,000 damage.
That's actually a really convenient number for me, because he has 33 health. Okay, that is Biragul's turn, but then Biragul is also going to hide as his free action. And when he hides, it automatically acts as a
Disengage.
as if he rolled a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
He also gets to auto
He just
disengage.
vanishes.
Yeah.
I'm just walking across the road.
I'm trying to think of what would be the most still. You know what? Yes, the stinky look. That'll work. The little stink icon.
He had a stealth icon though.
Yeah, but I'm using it for poison now, so.
So I believe it is my turn.
Yeah, it's weird. Biragul's move is physically called the Art of Disappearing.
The art of disappearing.
And then he has another ability that says that he can use that as a bonus action.
Okay, no. So what happens is he grabs a invisibility cloak and puts it on himself.
Nick, that's not what I call invisibility. Interestingly. Rampage, roll me another, you know what, try another, wisdom check. Wisdom save.
I'm not gonna get anything out of a wisdom.
I believe in you.
I don't believe
in myself.
You should have believed in yourself. You have managed to pull yourself away, and you know that your friends need you now more than ever. And you know that you can't get Billy out of here unless you defeat all of these orcs. So,
And what I do
knowing
is
what is best for Billy...
What I do is I do a stealth check
Okay.
to go invisible.
You
Go invisible.
You have gone invisible.
And
As you
invisible.
say goodbye to Billy for just a moment.
That's a red. That is not invisibility. That is a target.
That looks like a ninja.
I'm invisible.
So, Rampage, what are you going to do? Are you going to attack?
So now that I'm invisible, I'm gonna walk over to this dude here.
I like how you sidestepped over there. Where are you going?
And so I'm gonna walk over here, actually, and I'm gonna pull out my bow.
And you're going to fire. Right?
I'm gonna shoot something. And I hit.
No. Actually,
No, you
you
don't.
didn't.
Oh, and that's annoying.
You managed to actually hit his metal spike, and it just bounced and hit the ceiling.
Yoink. Am I still invisible?
And he looks up there. He looks at the arrow, and he noticed that it pierced into the ceiling. That's pure stone. He's like.
I was hoping we could roll to see if the arrow fell back on his face.
Yes. Is there something we can roll?
Not
I
yet.
really just want to see an orc running around screaming with his eye pierced out.
So now the orc is looking at the arrow. He noticed that it pierced the ceiling. He looks at you. He looks in your direction. He looks at the arrow, looks at you, looks at the arrow, looks at you.
I distracted
And then
him.
shrugs. And with that, it is now Dan's turn.
Well, I'm going to swing my sword at the orc on my left of the two.
Okay.
You mean the one that has a long line behind him?
Yes. We need to move through and get through to the other folks behind him.
And that is a hit, and that is a
So
kill.
which one did you want to kill? The one on your left, right?
Yes, the one on my left.
The one with the
Thought that's what you
massive
said.
Congo one.
And so with that... And now the orc is going into an over-dramatic scene before falling to its death.
I'll applaud.
And you maybe hear, like, you hear this other orc saying something along the lines of, "Totally faked! Not worth it! 1 out of 10! And then you hear everyone say, "Shut up, Simon." Anyway, moving on. With that said, it is now the orc's turn. Turn 1. Oh wait, this one needs to do a willpower check to see. Well, it only took one turn for it to
should just
because I had him skip his last turn.
That's all knocking him over should do.
All right, I'm gonna take the net off of him.
Take that net off him.
And he comes up to you and is going to attempt to hit you with his sword.
But he's not the orc you're looking for.
He hits me.
Ow!
He does 5 damage.
Very nice.
The other one is also going to use his sword. And he
He
missed.
does not.
Hooray!
I don't know why I have them going on advantage. That's just silly. This guy
It's because
comes
the room
up
is dark.
and he's going to attempt to hit
Chris.
you with his spear.
They have advantage because the room is dark.
Yeah, but that doesn't give
But
them
I
advantage.
can see in the dark too.
I can also see in the dark.
He just totally did not hit you with that. So now it is Arceus' turn.
PK.
And then Arceus is going to spend some time with Arceus and use his heal.
Wise decision.
PK, I should be able to see to here.
But the others can't, so it'll be okay.
So he's going to roll a 3d8.
A 3D. Because it's 3D Minecraft.
He gained 15 health.
15!
And I think that just takes him back up to full health, so he's good. So I'm sorry. See, it says that Arceus has to spend a short amount of time with you, so I made the joke. He spent a short time with himself. And he also healed his poison.
But how can you spend time with yourself?
DK, you specifically told me that healing poison was the one thing he could do.
Oh, you're right, not poison. You're right, he can't get rid of poison. Not with that ability, I forgot. Very good catch. And then,
I remember
Arceus is going to turn over to this hobgoblin, and he's going to attempt to speak with him. And he's going to tell him why hobgoblins are an inferior form of orc, and why he should be ashamed of himself. And then he starts talking about the Hobgoblin's parentage, and starts questioning certain decisions that the Hobgoblin's parents made, which is going to force the Hobgoblin to take a Constitution save.
Is that the willpower save?
It's apparently very descriptive and gross.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Hobgoblin has to take a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Nope.
He fails. The Hobgoblin loses faith in his childhood, his parents, and begins to question a great deal about himself. He falls to his knees, and now is just ripped into sort of a emotionally compromised position.
And then Arceus grabs him up and stabs him.
If I persuade him to be.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. Arceus can do these kinds of things. The fellow he follows, Saruman, is well known for his eloquence and ability to persuade people.
I have a question. Is it possible to persuade the Hobgoblin to join us?
Probably not. You would have had to do a lot of pre-work to make that work. Or maybe Mr. B could do something like that. And that's when I remember to bring the gold!
So,
I have gold.
by the way, at the end of this, we get 200 we get 200 pieces of gold aren't cursed or whatever.
No.
But by the way, this is me making a mistake. Arceus has this ability to use this on any person that attacks him. And I was doing it ahead of turn because I forgot to do it last turn.
Okay.
So whenever he does this and you fail the save, you get disadvantage when attacking him.
That's sad.
So that's why I'm doing it. Is if anyone wants to hit him, they're going to have to accept disadvantage. Okay. With that said, it is now the Doctor's turn.
So the Hobgoblin.
Your dog is...
The one he was attacking is dead, right?
I don't remember.
Well, what is he asking?
Yeah, the one that he was attacking is now dead.
I believe so.
Wait, what we need for Beason's dog,
Okay, so
little character, is just a go check.
he's gonna come back towards me, going through that guy right there.
Okay.
Gonna attack that dude.
I just figured the dog would just move as it needs to move.
It's
So by the way,
gonna come.
it's a big dog, right?
Yeah, it's medium.
Okay.
It's the same size as those Hobgoblins. Or
So
whatever. they are.
I'm sorry. Every time you sometimes when you mention this dog, I always just imagine a little Chihuahua,
The Hound.
and then I remember
Actually, it's
really
a
big.
Great Hound.
Oh.
So more like a Mastiff. Or a Great Dane.
Okay,
big dog.
so
Yeah,
you're attempting
this
to
is
do
a
that
wolf.
on one of the Misty Mountain ones, right?
This guy right
This
here.
fat dude.
Okay. Interesting enough, that is his armor class, but he gets to do a move. He's going to do
Hang on.
parry.
So that was a. Let me pull this back
How could he parry a leg attack?
Because it's +3 for the dog. That was just the D20 roll.
up. Got it 17.
Oh, okay.
Plus 3 to hit.
What did?
So that parry allows him to add free armor class, basically, but that's not enough to get past your 17, so you hit him.
Alright.
I know, but how
So
could
it's
he
a
parry a
1d4.
leg attack?
Actually, it's a.
Well, it's really simple. The idea is when the dog goes for the leg, he takes his spear and he hits it with the stick. making
So
the dog
DK,
miss.
you gotta do this.
The dog is bigger than the orc, so couldn't the dog just like bite his head off?
Apparently not.
That is a big Irish wolfhound.
It's friendly though. See.
Not when
So-
it comes to these guys.
I guess.
Remember, Irish wolfhounds are bred to hunt wolves.
Also,
Oh
does
wow.
7 damage.
That kills him. He's gone. He's become cat food.
So the dog did bite his head off.
Pretty- You
And just-
are in my way.
And now for something
You're
extremely
in my
appropriate.
way. Get out of here.
Tank Rit! Okay, anyway, moving on.
Oh God, no! Please no!
I'm sorry. That's someone who we always talk about. We're gonna play Civilization with, and we never play it. And every time I log in, in any stream, I just scream Tank Rit.
Because he's always playing it.
Sometimes he's actually playing the game we talk about playing. It's the other orc's turn. There's not very many of them left. And this one is going to attempt to attack Birgle. By the way, I was going to mention that I did make a small mistake, by the way, Mr. B.
What did you do?
The Meow Goblins actually do have a strength save. I was looking at the wrong character sheet. But that's okay.
It's alright. I bet his head off.
Well, I was meaning
Oh.
for the previous turn. I mean, it didn't matter, but in the big... so this one's going to attempt to hit Birgle with his bent sword.
Oops.
Definitely doesn't hit.
And he was... And Birgle just, like, caught it with his offhand. And just, like, kind of shoves the goblin, like an inch away.
No.
And you see Birgle going, taking his offhand and just kind of like taking the one finger and moving it to the left, going, With that said, that's the only goblin currently alive, so we will move on to the hobgoblins.
No.
Hey Nick, one of the hobgoblins tries to give you a hug.
Wait, what?
With his teeth?
With everything.
Oh.
And he failed to give you a hug. He's really sad by that. The hobgoblin that talked to
Arceus, he's at
Arceus?
disadvantage.
must now attack at disadvantage on Arceus. He has truly just questioned his entire life. As he rolls a 5, because he rolled a natural 1. He attempts to make a move against Arceus, but his arms just kind of grow heavy, and he just says, nah. He loses the will to continue his move. With that...
So Arceus was probably right about the questionable decisions his parents made.
Yes, definitely. Nick, it's your turn.
Oh, really? I would like to hit the hobgoblin that's been attacking me with my sword.
Okay.
Attack with a non-bent sword.
That's definitely a hit.
Roll for damage.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I have to do that from the chat, not from my character sheet.
Do you want me to do it? I can do it.
No, I got it.
Okay.
That is a pitiful amount of damage. That means I rolled a 1.
And you can feel that that your attack was more emotionally damaging to Hobgoblin than physical.
What?
Because, DK, it was the first blow of the battle.
No, remember he's emotionally scarred now because of what Arceus did.
I wasn't hitting that one. I was hitting the one that's attacking me.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. I just added it to the wrong one. I will do that to the other one, which makes that even worse. You have scarred him with your attack.
It's merely a flesh wound.
Actually, DK, I think he'd thank me for scarring him. Scars look
might.
cool.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, DK, I could cut off all of his arms and then leave him to die, and then his machine brethren could just rebuild it. And he could come back as my nemesis.
Totally. Yeah, he could be your nemesis. It's now Beergle's turn, I believe, right?
Did you actually remove the health from that goblin?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you did.
I did.
Just hard to see his health bar.
You can't see it, but it's been done.
No, I can see it. It's just
Yeah, it's just really
right
hidden.
above.
I mean, I guess I could make it more. There you go. Now you can see it really good. Okay, Beergle's going to make an attempt. And that's a hit.
He scored!
Yeah, against hobgoblins, that's a hit. Hobgoblins have less armor. They do. He does 9 damage.
Why was he rolling at disadvantage?
No, he rolls both. He has 2 attacks. I don't know why it's like that.
You rolled at 21.
That was the wrong multi-attack. That was the That's actually the hobgoblin's multi-attack. I apologize. Wrong attack.
Hey!
Okay, there we go. I was trying to think of a quip, but then I decided against it.
You should have made Beergo use a riddle against that hobgoblin.
You know what, actually? Hey, hobgoblin! Who? You know what, really sucks? What? This?
It's a terrible riddle.
With that said, Rampage, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm still invisible. No one knows I'm here. Yeah. So I shoot this.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Attack in the front, attack from the side.
And
Roll for damage.
It's a hit. Good.
Don't forget to remove a steel arrow from your inventory.
I did. Red steel, not steel. Red steel.
Well, make sure to remove an arrow from your inventory, Rampage.
What will he do?
Why didn't he just do that earlier? Like,
earlier he was surrounded by orcs and had not eaten anything for a while.
And
the pizza gave him superpowers.
No, it's a pizza roll.
No, he rolled sleight of hand and had found his hidden key.
What?
So he could have gotten out before, but then he would have died since he's unarmed.
Yes.
And there's tons of unfriendlies.
Yes, he has no weapons, and they would have done terrible things to him. He had hidden away a key, and he had a plan, but now you've
Why
given
are they all wearing top hats?
You just discovered that?
No, I knew that. I just wanted to point that out.
Yes, you notice that some have red feathers in their top hats, and the other ones have blue.
Hobgoblin.
I discovered that even in Dark Heresy, my orcs had top hats on. It was just a design
gives them
choice.
a more elegant atmosphere.
It looks better than
They
anything
are
else. I
very
could put on.
polite killers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
These are the Hatters. They're a special brand of Urks. They always wear top hats. To be seen without their top hats is the ultimate shame.
Dan, it's your turn.
Well, I'm going to try to attack the wounded fellow. Since he just hurt me, it's very rude of him. And I will not hit.
A swing and a miss.
Good turn, Dan.
It's the other orc's turn. And so now you have 3 good friends in front of you.
Yes, yes. Let us dance. That hurt. That did not hurt. That did not hurt as well.
I am only going to roll. I'm going to roll damage on that one because, for logic purposes. All right, so you're down to 18 health, if I'm not mistaken.
Dan,
Oh, you just did.
I would come help you with you being surrounded, but I'm preoccupied.
No. Stay preoccupied. I'm good.
It's Arceus' turn.
I still have a second wind if I need to regain hit points.
And Arceus is going to hit the goblin next to Birgle. Actually, no. He's going to attempt to hit the hobgoblin attacking Nick.
But the other one's still depressed.
Yes, but he doesn't need that. I think that went through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, he takes 4 damage, and on his turn he will take two 1d4s.
Poison damage.
Unless he saves his constitution roll.
This doesn't get a constitution roll. It's auto poison.
Oh, ouch.
I need to find out what kind of poison this is.
Yeah, I know. It's really weird.
Do you want to find out what poison that is, or do you want to find out the recipe for the smoke bomb?
I'll do both.
I want everybody to be dead and for us to leave. I dislike being dragged into this dungeon.
With that said,
Yeah, I dragged y'all into this.
I think Arceus needs to take some poison damage. I need to figure out how much he has to take.
Do you know how many repairs I'm going to have to get to this cloak?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You know, we know you've been greatly inconvenienced by this.
Yes, I have been.
But we appreciate your efforts.
I have so many plans I could be setting up. Manipulation of village.
Wow, this character sheet doesn't specifically... This is weird. The hobgoblin doesn't mention what kind of...
If you just roll the constitution, wherever their constitution is, their modifier,
well, no,
that's the default save.
Well, no, there's no save. Like, he already got bit, so he is poisoned.
Oh, okay.
So, what I'm saying is, yeah, the foul bite says you throw the DC 13 Constitution save. Fine, done. That was last turn. If it fails, you become poisoned until you take a short rest.
Oh, wow.
So I'm trying to figure out what exactly is the poison effect that you get. Because this doesn't seem like the poison that's on his knife. This is like a status effect.
Yeah, I would say that's like disadvantage, like nausea or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to. So the
short
foul
rest might be a while.
Yeah, because I don't think that a short rest would be something that a poison effect would usually be done. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly is considered the poison effect.
What is it?
Like, apparently some of the orcs give you like poison for 1 minute or something like that.
Poison for 1 minute?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to be poisoned by them.
Ah, here we go.
This doesn't seem that nice.
Okay. Okay, so can someone check what the poisoned condition is?
I'm gonna leave that to be.
Yeah, it's not in this book, unfortunately. I guess that maybe that's just in the regular rulebook, you think?
Maybe.
Maybe.
This is the point where we probably cut it out of the video.
Or we just say, okay, he's poisoned. We're not sure what it does.
It's right here. Yeah.
Yeah, screw it, it's not that
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability rolls.
Okay.
Hey, that's no good.
So most everything.
But just disadvantage.
Okay, so that's very different from Arceus's poison effect, which his knife does like just constant damage.
Damage. Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, that's where my confusion was, because he has a poison knife. You would, that's fine.
He isn't oily.
So my dog's already right there. He's gonna attack the goblin that's
Going for Marigold or one of the Hobgoblin? Yeah.
this one. Since he was right here anyway. Alright, so D20 plus 3. Oh. It's an 18.
Hey, dang.
6. 1. Roll.
1.
6.
Does that
And
leave
if
the
that
thingy with
doesn't-
1
If
health?
that doesn't kill him, he has to roll a strength check to stay not bowled over.
Okay, which one's that one?
So just roll the strength save. You gotta get 11 or higher.
Okay, he's gonna do a strength save.
And
Hey.
he's disadvantaged.
Alright. And so he's down to 1 hit point.
1 hit.
And Darth Vader is here
1 hit.
to claim us. Okay.
Just go 1 hit.
With that, it is now the Meow Goblin's turn.
Meow! They spend their attack going, meow, meow! Because that's a battle cry, and they're doing that.
No.
That would be hilarious.
No, that would be good, because that means they would at least return.
And so suddenly a goblin comes out and stabs the hobgoblin twice.
A goblin?
Yes, and now the goblin stares in Arceus' direction and says, "This is taking too long."
So the meow goblin comes out of nowhere and says to Arceus, "This is taking too long."
Pretty much, yeah.
That is
Does
what
he sound
totally
well
just happened.
spoken, or is this like
Okay.
standard Orcish?
Proper Queen's English.
Somewhere more well spoken than normal, but not orcish. Like not completely understandable. Like, this is taking too long.
Okay.
Like,
The hobgoblin is now confused on why he's being attacked, and then he notices something about it, and he is now going to make a willpower save.
willpower save.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a Constitution save.
A constitution save.
And he fails
17's
it.
pretty good. Oh, yeah.
He's gonna have he's disadvantage from this news.
Ooh.
Okay,
Yeah, I
that's it for the Hobgoblin's turn. So now, Nick,
No,
it's your turn.
DK, it's not. He's been poisoned.
Oh, you're right. What do I need to roll? 2d4?
Constitution
24.
save.
Yes, 2d4.
Oh, no, there's no Constitution save. Once you've been hit
Oh,
with
that's
this,
right.
it's constant.
Till you're dead.
Till you're dead.
That is 6 damage. Which he does not have, so he's dead. He just falls over dead.
Why?
Why did that guy
One
die?
more hobgoblin.
He had 5 hit points. He took 6 hit points in poison. Oh, it was the other
No,
guy,
he-
wasn't it?
He poisoned the other guy, DK.
Okay. Fine, I'll just hit Control Z. See? See, we're good.
Yes, that is what Control Z does.
Doop, 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 doop.
I'm sorry, he's being hard to select.
Is he going hardcore parkour?
Hardcore parkour, man.
I moved him just to make it convenient to select him because he's being difficult to select. Okay, Nick, it is now your turn.
I feel the need to hit him with my sword.
Okay, go for it.
I will
Hey,
smack you in the head with my sword, sir. It's nothing personal.
Nothing first. And that kills him. So, Birgol. Birgol pushes the hobgoblin towards the other goblin. And unfortunately, now the hobgoblin is going to have to make a strength check to see if he doesn't land in the other orc's spear that's raised. He does not.
No, he does.
He needed 14 for that. He rolled a double 11. That didn't save him, though.
Oh, he got a 22.
No, it's just an 11.
We want the hobgoblin dead.
The hobgoblin takes 5 damage, which kills it. Okay, Rampage, your turn.
Okay, So I know what this... I just saw what he did, so I just think he's friendly. I think... Hello? You don't kill me and everything.
Rampage, look, your brother is free.
And so, I stealthily go here and turn and snipe him.
Could we get the rest of the thing revealed, DK? I don't think there's a whole lot of point to still have it dark at this point.
What's
yeah,
up?
really.
Oh, okay, you want me to undarken it?
Yeah, I don't think there's a point anymore for it to be dark.
And
I
I
think you
missed.
said everything was revealed to us already, so.
Missed. Missed. No. What big is
Yeah,
this
you-
room?
It's a large room.
That's where all the bad guys were hiding in the darkness, okay? So Rampage, you didn't hit them?
No. They have a 14 and I rolled a 13.
It is now Billy the Elf's turn, and Rampage, you have control over him.
I do.
Yeah, go for it. Test it out.
Billy comes over to the wall. Oh, half inside of the wall. Half not.
He has found himself a crater in the wall that's just perfectly
Yeah.
shaped. And
Yeah,
he's
perfectly
putting
in
himself
shape.
inside of it.
And he just watches the battle.
Okay.
Because I don't think he has any weapons.
You could,
Does he?
give him a weapon.
I don't have his character sheet.
I will let you. Well, if it's your weapon, I'm gonna let you use your character sheet to attack with. If you give him a weapon.
He could have walked over you, taken your short sword, and hit that goblin in the back.
This is true.
But next turn.
Okay.
If there's the next turn, we don't kill all these last 4 remaining.
Okay, Dan, it's your turn.
Hold on. No.
Oh, no, what's up?
Never mind.
Going for the wounded goblin. He's been rude to me, and he needs to stop being rude.
I mean, you did hit him in the face with your shield.
And with that, he just dies.
It's barely noticeable. It was a small shield. His face was okay other than the nose. Okay? Oh, fine. I suppose I did. But I ended it too.
It's true. As long as you ended it.
And then the mysterious goblin who's come in is kind of like, he has his arm out and he's pointing at his hand. And Arceus just kind of waves his hand. And, whoops, wrong thing to rotate. And he's going to attempt to use his poison knife on this one as well.
Unfortunately,
that one's already
disadvantage now.
Yes.
Okay, that one's already almost dead, though.
Yeah, it's okay. We gotta clear him out.
Wouldn't it be more worth it to attack one of the other goblins?
Yes, but he's in that one zone of control.
That's a good point.
He does not hit. A swing and a miss. Doctor, your turn.
Doctor, you could attempt to have your dog hit something.
Yep. Same goblin.
Except this time, the goblin will
Go for
die.
I think when you roll, you can add a modifier to the roll. Oh, yep, you did. Very nice.
17. Interesting enough, 16 is the best he can do, so go for it. Roll me damage. And that's enough. He goes down. The dog just grabs him, and and then suddenly a can of cat food comes down. Anyway, it's now the the goblin's turn.
DK, I have a question.
What's up?
So, does Billy have? Does he have like? What are his hit points?
For the purpose of this, his hit points and your hit points are the same. Until we make him a character sheet.
You're like brothers.
So do we have the exact same stats?
Yes, I mean, yeah. Essentially, you can use your sheet to control him as well, for the purpose of this mission.
Until we actually get a sheet for him.
Yeah. This goblin, this misty goblin is going to attempt to go at it with a sword.
You mean the meow goblin?
Yeah, the meow goblin.
Ooh,
wow.
He got me.
He's not attacking you. He's attacking the hobgoblin.
Oh, yes, okay. Mr. Question Mark.
Yes, Mr. Question Mark.
Mr.
And
Question
he was really
Mark.
good at that too. He then goes invisible. Boom. Okay. Oddly enough, the goblins are really good at hiding too. It's kind of funny. They get a free disengage and hide. With that.
What is the red?
That is what's left of the. What
no,
red?
Like in a. When you click on your character, there's a green, there's a blue, and there's a red. What is the red?
You click on your character.
Anything Rampage.
Those are the 3 bars that we can keep track of. They can be any three numbers that we want to follow or watch. By default, your green one is your hit points.
Yeah. Well, what is the red one?
We could do red as hit points either, but it doesn't matter. You could do it as armor
Essentially,
or something
any
like that if you're
stat that
breaking
you
it.
want to keep track of we can associate with those different colors. So, like, if you had a certain level of temporary hit points, I might make them green. Just
Or
to
the
help you
number of
keep track
arrows
them.
you have or something.
Yeah, you could totally do that, and they could be kept tracked
When,
there.
when we have more than one fate, we may put fate points into the blue one.
Yeah.
So to kind of see how that works, if you click on your character and hit the little gear symbol, you can see bar 1, bar 2, bar 3 on the right of basic. And right now I just put a physical number there, as you may notice, for Billy. But for y'all, since y'all have character sheets, when you do that, you'll see hit HP, which is hit points. And that's pulling that information from your character sheet. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So now Billy has a
you see how
has a
there's
bar.
other drop bars though? Oh yeah. So you notice that there were 2 other drop things, right? Other than like HP. Thing is, you could click that and go down that thing and select something, and it will grab it from your character sheet and put it up and track it for you.
Oh wow.
So essentially, the idea is you can choose to track anything you want, and that as a player is your option. I only track hit points with green and red, only just to be helpful to y'all.
I'm putting 15 red because that's my armor class. So.
Moving on to the other 2 orcs.
Yes.
That we must kill.
Ow! They got me twice.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Don't worry, Dan. I'm coming to the rescue.
When it's my
That was 10
turn!
damage.
8.
Ow.
Dan, don't get healed by Mr. B.
I'll be alright. I'll walk it off.
With that, it is now Nick's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna come up here next to Dan. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'll do that. I think instead, from here, I'm gonna come down here, and I'm gonna fire my bow at them.
I can't take you seriously with you pointing in that direction.
Well, to point me the correct direction, DK.
I was gonna fix that.
Anyway. It doesn't matter, I missed.
I guess it doesn't matter. It's Barrigal's turn. He's going to turn, and he's going to get from here, and he's going to make a multi-attack. Wait, why is... Oh, wrong character again. Man, I am terrible. Wrong character. Much better. Much better. Wow, he rolled really bad for damage. It kills him.
One of his multi-attacks missed.
Oh no, that first one I accidentally rolled on the Hobgoblin's character sheet.
Okay, yeah.
You gotta have both character sheets up. One has to say, "This one is the one you want."
Okay, Rampage, it's your turn.
So I turn around and I see Billy, and I walk over to Billy, and I'm still invisible, and I give Billy my short sword.
Do you also want to give him your dagger? He can throw your dagger.
No, just a short sword.
Okay, he has a short sword now.
And I guess I might take mine away.
You don't have to take it away. You're gonna get right back. You don't have to remove it from your character sheet. You're fine. I will just know that I will just take note that you can't use it. How's that?
Okay.
What can't be used?
his short sword because he gave it to Billy. Okay, is there anything else you want to do, Rampage?
So did you guys kill an orc?
I'm gonna turn around, so I'm gonna step a little
DK, did Beer Girl just
to
kill
the
one?
side,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna
Okay.
fire.
Go for it.
Fire the arrow.
And that. No.
That worked.
Firepower!
And that is a
That'll
dead orc. Congratulations.
Yay! We did it!
Good job, guys.
And I will use my second wind to gain 6 hit points.
Not really necessary. We should be healing you.
Yeah, why not? I get it back at us after a rest.
Arceus is now going to hand out. Actually, you know what? Dan, you see Arceus take out a little salve and he hands it to you and he says, if you put that on your wounds, it'll, make them feel better.
I did that.
I will thank him.
And then he also hands some to Nick.
Oh, okay. I was going to come talk to him, but I'll take some too.
These can be used for a single 1d4 heal.
Okay.
Do they stay forever?
No, you lose them.
Oh.
Am I allowed to keep it instead of using it?
It won't work after. It's a very short term. Because they don't have what you might call ingredients.
Refrigeration.
Yeah, they don't have ways of keeping things fresh. Good
Okay,
job.
I will just go ahead and use it now then.
I got it too.
And
Cool.
I don't need one because I'm at full hit points.
Yes, but you're the ranged character.
And
Yeah.
Virgo kind of stares at Arceus for a little bit because he's like kind of not sure what that orc thing was about.
This is taking too long.
Arceus keeps walking away from me. Keep it to
Well,
the
Yes, this is
conversation.
exactly what I needed. There we go.
I'm going to
And I
have some
move
questions for Billy once we're somewhere safe and sound, but I will leave the questions for later.
I move
I
up.
have questions for Arceus that need to be answered now.
Okay, go ahead.
Arceus. So, I
Yes.
have one question for you.
Of course.
What's the escape plan?
The escape plan is to walk proudly and do as I do.
I can do that.
Okay.
I prepare to follow Arceus.
Okay. Is everyone ready to leave?
You're gonna clear the rooms?
No.
No, we're not going to clear the rooms because I would finish this. And because I don't think we'd actually gain much of anything from this.
What about those other rune stones?
I think it'd be funnier just to let Mr. B have one piece of it forever.
Forever, he will never have any more.
So that other orc seemed like we really needed to get going, or something bad would happen. So
I
Again,
know what
he is an orc.
I know the bad thing that happened, and it's a really bad thing, and I don't want it to happen.
well, it's going to happen anyway. But
I don't want
But,
it to happen.
our characters don't know this.
No, I told
Neither
my
does
character.
Dan, which makes this the most hilarious part.
Yeah. Dan and
Anyway.
it isn't a pretty side.
Are you all fully ready to leave?
Yeah.
Although,
I start sprinting out, and I just run through a wall with Billy. I just sprint.
DK, can I just? Am I allowed to just grab Billy by the ear before they leave?
If you want. You have to
Okay, I'm
attempt
just gonna-
to resist Rampage's attempt to stop you.
No, my intent is to grab Billy by the ear so that he can't leave without us.
Oh
And so
no!
that thus
Billy's
Rampage must stay.
being like pulled by Rampage.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
pulling.
like he has no physical will of his own. Really, at this point, he's being physically pulled.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I grab Rampage by the ear then? Like, literally.
You're gonna try to grab Rampage by the ear, so you need to make a dexterity save.
No, I would have to make a dexterity check. I think he'd have to make the save.
Okay, fine, do it. Good luck.
Yeah.
I rolled really shitty on that.
Maybe, are you sure you want to make Rampage roll a save for that?
Wait, why did that roll a 1d4?
It rolled a 1d20.
Oh, it says it rolled a 1d4.
What it
I'm
showed for
seeing
me
a
was
1d20 plus 2.
Yeah. Like, you actually rolled a 3.
Huh.
Oh, that's weird.
So, yeah, let's just so you know, Rampage has like a +4 modifier to the.
Yeah.
No, he would have auto succeeded that anyway.
Yeah.
Because I rolled a 5.
Yeah, he just like, you thought you could grab him, but apparently his pizza rolls gave him a boost. He's gone. Like you grasped for him, and then you realize that you just grabbed the cloud of debris as he ran past you.
Anyway, I'm going to stroll out with Marigold and try to throw some riddles his way and back and forth.
All right, so y'all
See if I
ready
can learn
to,
from the master.
Are you all officially leaving? I did reveal all the dungeons and I cleared all the enemies.
No, I mean, is there any point to
we
searching
got
those
what we
rooms?
came for.
Okay.
Would searching those rooms give us any benefit whatsoever?
No, because they've all those items have been taken while you were fighting the boss.
Okay, then yes, I'd say we're leaving.
Okay. Okay, y'all ready to switch maps?
Yes.
Yep.
I don't have a full vote. Dan?
Yes, sir.
Mr. B?
Yep, let's go.
Okay.
Me and Billy were the only people that actually made it to the door.
Okay, we switch maps.
And I don't have any control of my character. Hello, everybody! This is Rampage, and today we're gonna make a peace treaty.
Don't forget, guys, we still have help.
This is like 100 meow goblins.
So,
A big baddie.
Arceus kind of turns over towards y'all and says, "We're not fighting our way through this. Don't attempt."
No, we are not. We are definitely.
We can run through the trees, right?
Rampage, just be quiet. Let him explain.
Just trust me on this. Everything is going to be A-okay. I have a plan.
I will ready my shield and sword anyway, just in case.
I believe in Arceus' plan.
So oh no. The fatty's moving closer.
So you see this
Rampage,
giant hulking orc, and you hear Arceus whisper, "That is the despoiler." And that meant something to one of you and may have not meant anything to the rest of y'all.
I approve.
So
Rampage.
We caught some humans! Excellent! It's time to be despoiling them! With that, you see the other one that has this red mark on its face? Don't worry, boss. I got this one. Come with me!
I say don't kill him.
You hear Arceus whisper, that is Malakaz the Mart. And Malakaz and several other orcs start leading you into the forest.
Sure. Well, I'm going to just follow Arceus.
Your hands and legs get bound in iron as you're
I'm
walked
fine with
through the
this.
forest.
No, I'm fine with this.
I'm not really fine with this.
I'm
No, I'm fine with
like,
this.
send help.
A couple of minutes pass, and then Malakaz the Mart goes, I think we're close enough and far enough. With that, he starts ordering his orcs to start breaking your binds, and they fall to the ground.
Hey.
I will try to make a stealth check and at least disappear.
I say.
Normally, I would have given that to you, but like, they're right there.
Yeah.
I just don't know
That's
how you
okay,
could
I still
logically
try.
pull it off. I mean, it was a great roll, and normally I would give it to you, but like,
Yeah, difficulty check is very high.
He picked some branches up on the off the ground. He made himself look exactly like the ground, except everybody was watching him do it, so he wasn't very well hidden.
and you,
Okay.
Dan, your character feels a hit on the back of your back, but it's a soft hit. Nice
It looks like
try,
it's you.
elf boy.
Isn't like I'm gonna kill you now.
And Malakaz says, "You all should come see this. Come. And he leads you into an area overlooking the area y'all were before.
Dun, dun, dun.
I didn't make an area for y'all to observe this from, so it's fine.
Don't forget the other two hobbits that still hidden in the
It's
forest.
really hard to select them without moving the trees, unfortunately.
You probably should have thought of that before putting them in the tree.
It's fine.
We've
I
had
just
one-
see-
We'll pretend that they're with us.
Yeah.
It's easier than moving the trees.
No, the trees are secretly trans.
With that,
We just see these trees just being lifted into the air and moved.
and now you are hearing the despoiler demanding that the rebels come out and face him. And Mirkaz explains that the documentation that revealed that Despoiler was working with the rebels may have fallen into the hands of some of the enemy.
So then Mr. Nice,
And no,
Meow,
Despoiler
dude.
has to prove his loyalty to Mordor. And then he goes over and you see the hobgoblins rejoin you. And Arceus says, "Did you all finish?" And they said yes. The rebel orcs start coming out of they finally break through the door that you had melted off. Kind of melted the door. They finally break through this. And now are facing towards the Despoiler. And the Despoiler apparently has come to destroy them. To prove his loyalty to Mordor.
wow. Hi.
So now the two armies of orcs are now engaged into each other. And now you see some of the marked soldiers approaching with torches. They go running towards them, and they throw the torches at the ground. And soon it is revealed to you that the ground has been prepared to be highly flammable.
Oh. Hello, fire. Hi, Mr. Fire.
Wow, those crafty little rebels. But they could have done such a thing.
They were
Probably. Who
friendly.
else does fires that we know of?
It's gotta be the rebels.
Oh, right,
I
right.
think it's the rebels. If anyone
You
asks,
should have known this.
Gonna-
The little hint
Yeah.
thingy mabobber.
it was all the rebels.
The instructions for the meanies. The meow dudes.
What was the instructions?
If intruders come, set the ground on fire.
Well, that was instructions to light the beacon fire. This is not in the rebels' interest either.
Oh, just like fire.
This
Where's
is
the
the
fire
marked
department
one's
at?
interest.
There's fire
He's
here.
taking out both sides.
Yes,
Where's
I
the
think
fire
Dan got it. Dan has figured out what's going on.
I mean, obviously.
Dude, I don't see the fire department.
There is no fire department, sadly. There is no evil bad guy fire department. I wonder why.
Their health
Probably because-
insurance is terrible too.
Yeah, I heard that too. It's a real
Probably
shame,
something
you
to
know.
do with the fact there isn't any fire departments.
This place really needs a fire department if this goes on.
There is no fire department.
No, they need one.
There will be no fire departments.
Why do they not need a fire? Why do they not have a fire department? Like, that's my question.
And at this point, the spoiler has discovered that he has been betrayed.
Yeah.
Wait, what about our little friends in the trees?
They're out with us.
Yeah, they escaped with you. They prepared the ground for this purpose.
Oh.
That's what they were doing. That's why they didn't join y'all inside the tower.
So they knew this was gonna happen?
Yes. It was all part of the plan.
Exactly.
And how are you gonna get the fire out?
The fire will eventually run its course.
So,
It's gonna burn all
This
those
is why you
trees.
need a fire department.
I will agree, they do need one, however, there's not one, so it's going to burn.
Okay, well,
Burn, baby, burn.
I think it's time for all of us to head back to the village.
Wait, what about this? What about this dude here? What about this fatty?
No, I say let it go.
His soldiers are still with him.
I say let it go.
So,
Wrong button.
So
So there we go.
I don't.
There we go.
So the spoiler is dead.
Or had his feelings extremely hurt, whichever.
No,
I
he is
don't
dead.
believe he's dead anywhere.
he fainted and returned to his Pokeball.
Probably.
He has cheated death.
And then I pick up the Pokeball and I'm the new master and I'm like, I choose you! And,
So if you mind moving your characters down south.
I don't have control of my characters.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thing. I don't have any control of my characters.
I will fix that. Apparently, I just did this for you, Rampage. I don't know why. Yeah, okay, you should be able to do it now, Rampage.
Hang on.
I don't know why, but apparently I just didn't trust Rampage to have control of his character.
Oh.
Probably.
I wish it was 500, or 100.
Definitely gonna have him join you. With that, a few of the soldiers and
And now
Malakaz
their
the
sudden
Mart.
but inevitable betrayal.
With that, Malakaz the Smart takes a bow and says, "You're free to go now."
We just killed your master.
No, we didn't. We did nothing.
I'm not really gonna trust him, but I'll go.
You see,
I'm gonna take.
there's a
Billy
small
with
explanation here. He's now in charge of this clan. He's removed someone he wanted to get rid of. This is what was in his favor. His other part was that the information was brought to him that his leader was planning on joining the rebels, which maybe Malakaz wants to ally himself with the rebels, but the spoiler had no intention of allying with the rebels, and these rebels are kind of doing something stupid. They're nothing that he can
Obviously
use.
rebels.
So essentially, they're useless to him.
Well,
He's trying to band people together against Mordor, and these people are more of bandits, and that isn't useful to him.
I'm leaving.
yeah.
And
Billy.
Malakaz turns his back to y'all, and then moves away as he just sits there and stares at the fire.
I'm gone. Me and Billy, we were out of there.
I'm like just leaving.
Okay, y'all leave, and y'all have no resistance from him. His troops do not make a move; they just sit and watch the fire.
I'm leaving. I'm fine with that.
I've left.
So I believe y'all are going to head back to the Hobbit village, right?
Yeah.
In a roundabout direction to make sure that we're not followed.
We don't have our characters.
You've returned back
Doesn't
to the Hobbit village.
matter. We have no.
I feel we need to feast.
Okay. Thankfully the feast in the Hobbit village is still going. And you notice during the feast that there was a lot of celebratory action. Like, a lot of the hobbits were, like, really surprised. They see the fire coming from Dovahkiin. They're elated. Like, whoa, they took out Dovahkiin. They put siege to it. They don't know where you got this army to siege Dovahkiin and set it on flames, but they're very much impressed with y'all. And
we're just
the
strolling in.
hobbit that was
I'm
with
just
y'all.
strolling in with Billy, just like I did all the work.
Yeah, no.
Beergol is saying that Dovahkiin is done. The evil
I'm
there has
definitely
been
going to
banished.
talk up our good friend, the Hobbit.
And he just continuously tells everyone of praises of this day. Apparently, as far as Beargle is concerned, he just saw a great act against the enemy. His little relationship with y'all just increased. And while y'all are celebrating, his Hobbit agents are all also there celebrating, and y'all are put at the center of the feast. But you notice that Arceus is distant and far away.
By the way, while all this is happening, I've already eaten 10 cheeseburgers.
Definitely.
I'll ask the good doctor what's up with Arceus.
So I head on over to Arceus and check on him, see what's going on.
I intend to find a point from which I can just pull Dan away and speak to him in private.
Okay.
Okay, so Doctor goes to Arceus, and what do you do, Nick?
I'm stealing Dan. I'm taking him into a private place.
I'm stealing you, Dan, TDM.
Okay, so Dan is being kidnapped by Nick, and the Doctor's going to Arceus. I got you. All right, Doctor, why don't we do you first? You approach Arceus. He apparently is eating a small plate of something, kind of nibbling on it.
I say something along the lines of, so it looks like both of our plans were effective.
This is true. You see why I asked for the go-ahead.
What can these villagers around this area expect from this marked orc person now?
He's not going to take Dovaka. He gets to burn it down and pretend to Mordor that he successfully defeated the rebels. So he's probably not going to stay around for very long. He gets a promotion, he gets to look good in front of his friends, while at the same time furthering his plots against Mordor.
Why is he plotting against Mordor?
Well, many orcs there are great armies of orcs still rebelling against Mordor. Some of them doing it for maybe the right reasons, and others doing it because they feel that they can. And they feel like they can take whatever they want.
I like the ones that are doing it for the right reason.
You may notice that some orcs like the banditry. Mordor doesn't let them. They go against him like a spoiled child going against the parent. The spoiler has a different thought. The people he's rebelling with have a deeper plot. They feel that orcs are enslaved by Mordor. He has a very powerful grasp on any being that approaches him or stays in his presence for too long. Well, Sauron, you know who. It's dangerous for anyone to be in the presence of the great enemy.
9 million.
So the immediate danger to this hobbit village and the new city name?
New Mordor?
New Mirkwood is effectively we're like DEFCON 1 at this point.
What's DEFCON?
That was the plan.
DEFCON 0.
To put things in a better place. It doesn't mean that some person with a dark intent won't try taking this over. Some bandits. I know there are some bandits far about 200 miles or so away. They might try to make a move on it, but it won't be as fortified next time. I think we just saw to it.
Is there anything else we need to do in these parts?
Well, another thing to take is that we just took down a great beacon. That was built by the Great Eye. And we took it down. Yes, I know. There were rebels there. I know I lied to your friends, and I'm sorry about that. But this is a symbol. This is a symbol that will lead, I think, to other symbols. And to me, I'd rather not even deal with an orc, but maybe I judge them too harshly. I know that what has been done to their race is not exactly
Wasn't
nice. What was written, anyway.
So let me get this straight. You don't like where you live and you were looking for a new house.
No. Fortunately, I've been ordered here. No, I don't like being dishonest. It's not in my nature, but a lot of things had to go right. And I don't like to tip my hat as well.
So, is there anything else in these parts that we need to be aware of, or that we can take care of?
I'd be watchful for the Elf Tower, and I think about far distance away you might even find some bandits camping about. Billy might know more about that. I'm afraid my knowledge has not exited the fields. My master has ordered me to stay in these fields.
The only other things I'm going to ask for are recipes.
He reveals to you that he's been stationed here specifically for research projects.
I tell Billy to get in the water and
take a bath.
Take a bath.
If it's not your turn.
So we'll just assume that that Rampage goes and finds a place to take Billy to get a bath.
Yeah.
So you find out the hobbits do have a bath. They have a bathtub, but it's really small.
Hobbit-sized, you might say.
While that's going on, while those shenanigans are going on, Dan.
Yes, Nick. What's going on?
I want to ensure that certain people, such as yourself, do not have to leave. I think it would be better if you continued staying on as the village's emissary.
But the old emissary's back. I mean, he'll need to give a full report, but I'm at loose ends, aren't I?
I feel that it's better for all of us if you stay as the emissary.
That would be fine by me, but it is not my choice. That will be up to the Elf Lord.
With that, at this point, Billy comes in, and he's all kind of more cleaner than he was before. But you see some sores that apparently have been created by attempting to bathe in a very small container. He goes over to you and hands you a letter.
To who?
He hands Dan a letter. And the gist of it is that he officially and unofficially resigns from the post as emissary.
Well, it seems I will be emissary for a while longer.
And he mentions that he wants to go and perform some other follow-up to some of the things he was doing before.
You got rescued?
Very well.
And
I am going to pick his brain as far as the town goes and his post and
But could you do
all of that. I'll do that off.
with that,
Offside.
he says, "Give me a short rest. We have many things to discuss." With that said, he leaves. He kind of stumbles out. He's kind of really tired.
Yeah.
And you notice that while he handed you one letter, he in fact handed you two letters. The other one is sealed, and you can tell that it is to be delivered to the big boss.
Will do.
Go ahead.
Now, what's Stan's name again? Kal-El or something like that?
Kalion.
Yeah, Kal. Right, I just want you to know one more thing. Just, if you ever need help with something, or you need someone to talk to, or you need some help with certain things, just feel free to come to me.
And avoid my doorbell because
And just ignore the fact that I don't like elves.
Sorry.
And one
terrifying.
more thing. When my house gets built, make sure never to ring the
Chris
doorbell.
did something bad.
I will look a little bit quizzical, but I will thank you, and I will tell you that the
Chris did something really bad.
The offer is returned as well. My house is yours, should you ever need it, and my fire as well.
Remember, do not ring the doorbell.
My doorbell's
Very bad
fine,
thing.
but I actually don't have one. But yes.
In my house, do not ring the doorbell. Bad things may happen to you if you attempt to ring the doorbell.
Do not ring the doorbell unless you. The doorbell is
Don't worry, there'll be a one person thing, so.
Fair enough.
Rampage, is there anything you want to do?
I want to talk to Billy.
Okay. But, by the way, I'd like to apologize to everyone. I was laughing so hard, I went back in my chair and pulled out my headphone out of my speakers.
Oh, wow.
And then my speakers turned on full blast. So I was like, no! So, my apologies.
That is unfortunate.
Well, sometimes you have to laugh really boldly. Okay, so you want to have a conversation with Billy. Okay, go ahead, Rampage.
So I want to ask him some questions like, how did you get captured?
He stares you into his eyes, and he seems a little, disappointed in himself, and says a very long story involving a hole, nets, and some very embarrassing things.
And I say, okay. I understand. He failed a perception check.
He failed the perception check really badly. He also failed his difficult terrain check.
Oh.
Do you have any other questions for Billy?
Are you going to go out on another adventure anytime soon?
Well, brother, I think any other adventures we go on, I think we should go on together.
And I say yes. And don't wander off again.
I think I'll be sticking close to you, brother. Very close. There are many dangers to this town. There are many dangers are coming. But I think together we can see them through.
And I say yes.
And with that, he gives you a giant hug. And by the way, thanks for saving me. I won't attempt to humor you with the I could have saved myself, because that would have been just wrong. I don't think I could have got past 2 of those hobgoblins.
I'd like to
Call when you need help.
Can I yell towards Billy and Rampage and stuff? And
Okay.
say, just for the record, I voted against doing something that's stupid.
And then with that, Billy points to the giant fire. You know what? Even if I wasn't rescued, that was worth it. Do you see that? Do you see that fire there?
Okay,
And I say yes.
I will note, nobody told us about that ahead of time.
Do you think that such smart people would come together and rescue a little old elf?
Why do you think I voted
No.
against it?
Stop doubting the smart people. They wouldn't do a silly rescue if it was just for me. No, they all had a bigger plan. They just roped Rampage in with rescuing me. I imagine this was all preconceived by some sort of overlord master elf sitting on a very high platform.
I feel the smart ones because they never tell me their plans.
Actually, I wanted to save you. I just needed to know where you were.
And someone found it. In a very convenient place, might I add, to something else that was happening. Another operation within an operation. Do you see?
Yeah, yes.
So, Ranger,
Yeah.
do you... No, he's speaking to Nick. Do you
Oh.
see
I'm a ranger.
wheels within wheels?
No, I still feel that we could have done we could have done a lot of better things with that.
Maybe.
That's so many ways we could have improved that mission. It was sloppy.
Was it only sloppy because you didn't see the wheels? They were hidden to you. Just
Exactly.
because one doesn't see the shadows of the wheels doesn't mean they're not turning. They turn regardless if you want them to or not, or even if you know they exist. A cart pushed downhill will go downhill, regardless if you're watching it or not.
And I say, Billy, I am confused. Just have a pizza roll.
Allow me to explain, brother. So, have you ever attempted to boil water over a fire?
No.
Eventually, it will boil over, given enough time. Will
Okay.
it not boil over because you're staring at it? Does it boil over only because you're not watching it?
Will boil over either way.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to explain to our mysterious friend.
That's not true.
Mysterious friend that isn't really a friend
true.
because he didn't really help us in our very first encounter with those hobgoblins. He waited until something actually
Randy,
happened.
It was a tactical decision.
No, you attacked because you were bored.
Billy just sits there and watches and feels like he should go get something.
That's it. Now, Billy, remember this. The pot cannot boil over if the pot does not have enough water in it.
And at that point, Billy just starts laughing. Doctor. What are you up to?
I'm writing a note to update Blast about the situation.
Oh, okay. Did you say Legolas?
Nope.
Radagast.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said
Radagast.
Legolas, and I'm like, Legolas.
Yeah, I talk to him as well on a regular basis.
Of course, of course. And apparently Rampage wrote 1102.
11.2 and 11.0.2.
Right, so we got about
That-
10
that-
minutes before Nick turns off, so do we need to accomplish anything else?
That's up to
I
you.
would like to go back to town, personally.
And
Head back to the
agree.
main village.
I asked Billy a few questions on our way. What did you eat while you were trapped?
I'd rather not say. Some of it was quite unpleasant.
Snake legs
So what I say
and
is
toad ears.
have some cake instead.
Some hair from a turtle as well.
Some hair from a turtle.
Billy
Have
says
some
words.
cake.
He said that there were worms, bugs, and some bread with worms.
But of course you could escape at any point.
Wouldn't have gotten
He
very
likes
far.
it.
And go where? And go where?
And I tell Billy, don't go out adventuring again without us.
Oh, he said he's very clearly he's not going to leave your side again.
I just want to clarify. Never go out adventuring.
That's a long time for an elf. Say at least not for 100 years.
So once we get back to town, I at least go over to the mayor and
Yeah, no, I'm
don't
going
know
straight
what's
to the
going on.
mayor.
we're all going straight.
I'm not. Also, Billy's character isn't here.
I'm gonna have to put Billy because he wasn't here before. By the way, do you want to read the letter that he's having? Kal-El Do you wish to have your... do you want to read the letter he wants you to send to the big boss?
No, you said it was sealed. I will send it as is.
Okay. Oh my. Dan's having... Oh, no, never mind. That's Rampage. Rampage is having a bad moment.
Yes, Rampage has learned he can put on as many things as he wants.
Yes, yes, I have.
Whoops.
And I rolled perception check.
You saw
I
nothing.
rolled perception check. I rolled perception check.
Oh, he's a large fellow. Your brother's big. Oh, okay.
I have to make sure that...
I made the check. I made the check.
I'll see if the blacksmith has my swords in. My order.
Okay.
Woo.
DK, how long have we been going?
What do you mean?
I mean,
Like, how
most
long-
of a week there and a week back, plus whatever time we spent
I don't
fighting
think
and
it would have been
everything
like
else.
a week there, though.
Okay, Rampage, you're now in control of Billy as well.
I see that.
Would it really have, DK, would it really have taken us a week to get to the Hobbit Village?
I think they
Alright,
came up with
I
that number.
actually have to go, so...
Okay, real quick then, just to let you know, the blacksmith does hand over your sword, and next session it will be in your inventory, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Also, as y'all left, Arceus did give something to the doctor. It's kind of like a giant, long case.
Oh.
How many arrows did I get back?
Yay, a
Mark.
flute!
How many arrows did I get back from our adventure?
And the doctor kind of like opens it to see that it's apparently a very unusual bow.
A constrictor.
No,
And
no.
Dan, you do notice that it looks of odd construction.
Interesting.
We'll have to figure that one out.
And how many arrows did I get back?
I believe we discussed originally they broke instantly, but you can have
Oh.
half of them back.
I had 100, and now I have 84.
So you can, by the way, in the future Rampage, you shouldn't take all 100 arrows with you. Rampage?
Why?
Because how would you carry 100 arrows?
I got a big.
He's got skills.
I got skills.
That's not a skill.
No.
That's
the
called
skills
magic
when they're
bag
paying
of
the
holding.
No. It's called skills that are paying the bills.
Yeah, in the future, I'm only going to let you carry 50 unless you have a caravan carrying the rest of them with you. Okay.
How about I just get 2 sling things?
Okay, you know what? Well, the thing is, that's kind of heavy, too. You gonna be able to handle that?
It's only steel.
Steel.
It's only steel.
Okay, you know, me and Mr. B will talk about that then. With that said, is there anything else y'all need to take care of now? Here's a question: did Pip come with y'all?
No.
He did end up in the Hobbit Village, but he came back with us.
No, Pip was at the battle with us.
Puppy.
He was there with us the entire time.
I think he stayed in the Hobbit Village actually, and played with the
He
hobbits.
went out for the first battle we had.
Okay.
He was hiding in the trees. He threw some rocks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that now.
But the little hobbits kept him, and he got to play with fire.
Yes, he got to play with fire. And
By the time
at that moment, he's like, "Fire!" fire, 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 and he comes back to the village, just with a very intense look.
Because he's sharing experience points. By the time he's 10, he's going to be a 15th level warrior.
Okay, by the way, I guess we should ask how many enemies did you? What's the final count for enemies y'all killed?
45 orcs and 10 hobgoblins.
Now you don't get to count the ones on fire. That was just like destroyed by another army.
I was not counting the ones on fire.
That wasn't the ones on fire.
Those were the ones we killed throughout the dungeon.
Okay.
That's
Man, does
that's
that
the ones that we shot and we sliced in the head.
Okay, so the goblins were worth 50 XP each.
Okay.
So let us first do those.
Could we find this out later?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Because, we would like to speak with the mayor.
Oh, go for it. Actually,
Wait, how
I'm going to
much-
do this while y'all talking to the mayor.
Yeah.
Okay. I enter the mayor's house,
Okay.
and instead of speaking to the secretary, I go straight up to the door and I knock on the door.
Savage.
Okay. Ah! Good news to see you, Nick! And he just kind of picks you up and lifts you.
Mr. B, you were coming with me, were you not?
Did Mr. B follow you?
So I think Mr. B said he was going to the mayor.
Yep, I'm in there.
Okay.
I'm hanging in there.
Yes, we have some good news for you. With the help of a few friends, with the help of a few friends, we have made sure that certain forces within a certain tower are no longer there.
Most excellent indeed! You've truly outdid yourselves.
By the way, myself and the Elven Emissary, we hired someone to find you a stone quarry.
It may take quite a while for that to be found, but when you do, that would be very pleasant news for everyone indeed. We have a tremendous need of stone.
A stone quarry? Why don't you just, dig a tunnel under the,
For mining.
This isn't Minecraft.
Sadly, unfortunately, when you dig underneath the ground kind of collapses. Sadly.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
No,
Minecraft doesn't have
Minecraft's dying.
physics very
Minecraft's
much.
dying.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Just dig under.
Yeah,
Just beat the ground with your fist until you dig a hole.
punch the dirt until it releases,
Yeah.
then punch some trees down, get a wooden pickaxe and start mining some stone.
The hobbits were very happy with the food we gave them and our destruction of said tower. They seemed most pleased.
Oh
They had a
my.
feast.
You. So are you saying my agents who brought them a feast then also destroyed a great enemy next to them?
Yes.
The threat that we spoke of earlier when we talked about the...
Not only
Spoiler.
have you saved this town, but you have made our allies more our allies. You've turned the friendly into deepened allies that should we ever meet such a horrifying incident that we now have deep allies to call upon. That is an amazing thing that you have just accomplished. So much so that we'll see how the town might repay this act.
I'm sure that the other nearby villages would be quite happy to hear of the tower's destruction as well.
I didn't catch that, Nick. I'm sorry.
I'm sure the other nearby villages will be quite happy to hear of the tower's destruction as well.
True, but I think we were the two towns closest to benefit from it.
This is very true.
I will pass on that great heroes of Nuremberg have crushed the forces of Mordor.
Correct! Correct, Mordor.
And also, the mayor hands you a sheet of paper, Nick.
Okay.
And it says you received 607 XP.
Eh,
I'm just going to write that down on my character sheet.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
So does
look,
that
there's
mean
a
we're all
there's a
level
helpful
3?
spot for that.
What's up? Oh,
You said,
Am I-
DK, you said 600 and what?
7.
Okay. I now have a total of 847.
So
Does
we're
this-
all level 3?
I don't know, I'm going to have to rely on Mr. B for that.
Yeah, so we should all have 847 now. Give me a second.
Is that the next level, Mr. B?
Sec.
If it's the next level, I'm gonna be happy. So what level is Billy?
For the purposes of this adventure, he's going to be leveled alongside you, and you shared your XP with Birgul, Arceus, and Billy.
Yay!
Yeah, we're just short.
Oh, how much short?
Next level is 900
Okay.
XP.
So how much are y'all short by? Because then you also have to get XP for completing the quest.
So we're
53.
short. Yeah. So 52 times however many.
Okay, then y'all have
it's
enough
53.
because you're going to get the rest of the XP for doing the quest. So, yay, everyone's level 3 now.
Everyone's at
Everyone's level
900.
3! Now we gotta choose our thingies.
Yeah, but we could do that next week.
Alright. Good deal.
So, Mr. B got his bow. Dan has his new 2 swords. I don't know if he said he sent out his letter yet. I don't know.
He did.
We'll just go with he probably sent out his letter.
Yeah, it's fine. Is there anything you'll need to do before calling it a night?
I mean, I enjoy playing the other 2 characters I've occasionally
I'm gonna
speak
tell
to.
I'm gonna tell Billy to rest.
Okay. He's going to take a long rest. Me and Rampage are going to need to talk about Billy real quick. But I'll kind of... I have a decision that Rampage needs to make.
Okay.
But that doesn't affect you, Nick, and you're out of time.
I mean, I'm still here.
Do we have to end the call for you to leave?
No. Skype,
He's-
Skype,
he's-
Skype has now decided that it
Oh, good.
works while my Kindle is locked, and I can roam Skype freely.
Oh, really? Skype is not bothered by your lock. Okay. Skype's like, I don't care. So Rampage, the way this is going, you have 2 choices on how Billy is going to work, and I want whichever one you feel is best for you. Okay.
Okay.
So option 1, Billy simply shares your character sheet and has the same stats and class as you. Okay, that's option number 1. And you can control you and Billy's actions and weapons through your character sheet. That's your choice. Option number 2, you roll Billy a new character to level 3. Up to you.
Second.
I can control Billy, or you can take control of both Rampage and Billy.
So can we get a character sheet? Like for Billy and I control along with.
That
Me?
is up to you if you want a separate character sheet or if you want to share them.
I would like that because I want Billy to have different abilities,
Okay.
and I don't want a specialty.
Okay,
To
so
be
next week we'll roll a character sheet for Billy, okay?
Okay.
Also, I need to add a character sheet to the doctor so that he can build one for his doggy.
Woohoo.
Billy, Billy.
Okay, there's a new character sheet called Mr. B Dog. You can feel free to name that whatever you want.
Okay.
And I'm advantaged because I have Billy now, and I'm happy.
But who's Prof C's?
What?
What?
There's a character now called Prof C's.
What?
He's a level 1 scholar. Okay. He mustn't be important.
Not one of mine, so.
Not. What?
All right, guys. Thanks so much, Chris. Nick, out soon. You guys have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, Mr. Ray, if you don't mind, I have a quick question for y'all.
Go for it.
Rampage tried to run Terraria the other day, but he was in big screen. I didn't know how to explain that. He was having problems starting it, so I figured I'd mention it to you.
Okay,
Also-
we'll explain.
Okay, cool. Also, I guess, did you want to record this week?
Saturday, we should be able to.
Okay. Okie dokie. With that said, now all my questions gone, so I'll let you go.
Awesome. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks
Okay.
so much.
Bye.
Bye.
I guess I'm not using those characters.
What's up?
I guess I'm not reading with those two characters.
Which characters?
The guy building my house. And, Blacksmith's daughter.
I will totally let you meet with the house person.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go meet the house person.
Okay.
I enter his shop. Or his hut, or whatever it is. It's down here.
Okay.
I go, it's down there.
Sorry, I'm moving character sheets around right now.
Yeah, I still have these extra test character and, character too.
I never meant for you to have that character. I was just using it as a other you. Oh, look, it's gone. Magic.
Yeah, that's magical.
Okay. There we go. Oh, by the way, Mr. B's bow is not normal. You'll get to meet that next week.
You already told me it wasn't normal, so.
Okay. Originally, I was going to tell him all the features and what all the roles did, and he told me he didn't want to know. He wanted it to be a secret, because he thought that would be funner. And boy, am I not someone who's going to ruin someone's fun. By the way, how surprised were you on this set of affairs? I assume you knew I was going to make you fight it.
No, there was no way you're going to make us fight that. That would be
I mean, I
unreasonable.
considered less
Would
things,
100%
but
kill
I
us.
was worried that if I didn't put enough enemies, you wouldn't think that it wasn't a battle.
I was under the assumption that could not be a battle because we couldn't survive that battle on our own.
And you know better that I would never do that to y'all, unless I wanted you not to win.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to say, do not attempt to fight this without actually, like... I knew I had to go big, or you or none of y'all would be... I really feel like y'all would have fought it if I put any less down. And you already know what I felt about orcs.
Yeah.
With that said, yeah, go ahead.
I have approached the house person.
Ah, of course. And what do you want to tell the house person?
I'm just curious how the plans for my house are coming along.
You see a few blueprints, and you see a bunch of supply requests, and you can very much tell that the carpenter is put a lot of orders for a lot of supplies. And something about, like, congratulations, you have funded, half the town. With the joke that so many people are having to be called in to help construct this house. And the house person's like, for such an antisocial request, boy, are you making a lot of people busy.
So how much is this going to cost me anyway?
Just a big old smile. I believe you already discussed how much this was going to cost the first time around.
Did we?
Mm-hmm. You even promised money.
Was it like 2 gold?
No.
How much was it?
Oh my. I think you... Didn't you already pay for it? Yeah, I think you already paid for it.
No, I haven't paid for this yet.
No, you put a deposit down, though.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. That's why you only have 2 gold. You had more gold than that.
Okay.
Yeah, you already put a deposit down on this. You weren't fully paid, but I'm pretty sure you're halfway there.
I put a good old deposit down in the house.
Yeah. You intended it to be like a 50% deposit. I can't look at my desktop right now to actually look at my sheets. Because it makes XSplit sad.
My deposit was to prove that I have money.
Yes, that was the point of it. You don't have the rest for the other half.
No, I don't, but I'll earn the rest.
Of course.
I mean, hell, the town may just pay for the rest at this rate. That's a joke. Don't take that seriously.
I was laughing when you said it. With that said, is there anything else you want to accomplish?
Well, I'm always good to go talk to the blacksmith's daughter.
But is she good to talk to you?
I don't know, I'll have to go find out.
Alright. To the blacksmith's daughter, by the way, we're still recording.
That's fine.
I didn't think you'd mind. Okay, you find Rachel, the blacksmith's daughter.
Okay.
She's
She used the name Ritual a lot.
Yeah, you noticed that, huh?
Yeah.
For the audience's perspective, in Dark Heresy, we gave that Rachel also a crossbow. As a kind of a funny thing to connect the 2 campaigns I'm running.
Yeah, no, the Rachels are both inventors.
Yeah, I do that so I can keep track of things. But that's the only real character that's made the crossover to the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious what she's doing right now.
She's fiddling with something.
I'm going to come. I'm going to stay nearby. And so, what you playing with?
Shh. And then you hear her say, "What? You don't have any other questions?"
No, she told me to be quiet, so I'm being quiet.
And she giggles and said, "No, it's called shh."
Oh, okay. What's it do?
That's a good question.
Does it make other people be quiet?
Well, let's try. You come and talk to it.
I don't think that will do me any good.
Okay. Then it has accomplished its task.
I don't think it had a task.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Oh, well, I suppose it's fine then. So, how are those, what'd you call them, crossbows?
Yeah, it has some accuracy issues. Also, it's really hard to reload.
No, what are the problems?
Well, it's not, it tends to be off a little bit.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate for a weapon that also reloads apparently longer.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, people make a reference that, they can shoot accurately a whole bunch of arrows faster than one person could shoot this crossbow. I think they're missing a very important point, though.
The fact.
The archer that is successfully hitting all those people is a trained and professional archer. An untrained and unprofessional archer wouldn't be able to hit any of those targets in that amount of time.
Oh. But he could still use a crossbow.
He could still use the crossbow and just probably be slightly off.
Yeah. Now, if there was a way to adjust for this problem...
That I'm working on. But I'm sadly missing some components to help me do that. And I can't get them local.
Do you know where you can get them?
Not really.
Why don't you give me a list of what you're missing?
Well, and she gives you a list of things that you have no idea what she's talking about.
It's like, just write them down and I'll see if I can find them in my travels.
You're pretty sure that if you went and gave these names to anyone, it would mean nothing to anyone else. You've discovered that she's specifically asked for things that she wants to build, and since this is a unique creation, no one would know what these items are.
So you would need to make these items, I take it then.
And she's mentioning she doesn't have the materials needed to make these things, and that this list that she was writing down was just for humorous purposes.
Well, I suppose I could always help you get these materials.
That would always be lovely, but where? And you notice some of these are specific alloys that just town doesn't have.
I'm sure there are nearby towns that may have such things.
And some of these things are quite expensive from what you can tell.
Mm-hmm. I hear that perhaps the woodsman town could be of some assistance with this acquisition of items.
She shrugs. She doesn't really think that they will have the necessary technology, that have the necessary means to create these particular alloys, but she wishes you luck on it.
Well, there has to be someone nearby who can make such things.
You will keep a note with you of the particular materials you're looking for, and in the future you can just say, hey, see if they have this from the list, and I will roll to see if they have that.
Okay. I want to note that my specialty is trading.
Yeah,
So.
that's why I was just going to make a roll for it. I do warn you, some of these items are very expensive and may contain diamonds.
Okay. Now, what is fair spoken do?
What's up?
Fair spoken. That's my distinctive quality.
Oh, I don't catch what you're talking about.
You know, from my background, my distinctive quality.
What is your distinctive quality?
It's fair spoken. Do you remember what that does?
Oh, wait, Rampage is calling me. Hi, Rampage. Welcome back.
I am back.
You're very quiet, too.
Is this better?
Sure.
Hi, Rampage, how you doing?
Good.
So what's going on?
I wanted to know if you could play Terraria. Because we got that working.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yay!
Well, Nick, I think we're going to have to pick this up next week, okay?
But it's fine. We can talk about some of these little things later.
Oh, definitely.
There's a lovely button. Oh.
Okay. Let me be right back, Rampage. I'm going to stop my recording.